So, let's see. I belong to so many different organizations. At times you kind of wonder, what's more important to you? Yeah. So, one of the things where I got my start from was the Universal Life Church out of Modesto. And I got to meet many different people and affiliates thereof due to common grounds, let's put it that way. Our famous, infamous BM, for instance, that kind of thing. And anyways, long story short, I once belonged to a Facebook group called Universal Life Church Online, I think it was. And I was expelled because of my vulgarities. Well, it's kind of a catch-22. They created a standard for what they're doing, and that is they don't want any profanity. The problem I have is if you're a Universal Life Church, you're encompassing everybody and everything. So that means cultural, religion, the whole 9 yards. So you could have somebody within a context go off and run their mouth. But if it's like a 3-year-old learning how to swear, well, that's just, I understand that. But when you're in context, like George Carlin would say, there's some words you can't say in TV, and he announces them. But is it a pot shot? Is it an attack? Is it a big old fuck you to those guys? No, it's just that, to me, if you create a standard, you created a particular dogmatic approach towards something that's supposed to be open to everybody. So it's an ideological difference, but it's been held maturely, for once. Well, it was. I wrote to Kevin Andrews. He and I went back and forth on it, and it was a bit of a red herring because I do in my church. I took in a lot of different people, and I've expelled a lot of different people, and it wasn't for profanity. I mean, how a person expresses themselves is strictly self-expression, and it could be culture, the whole 9 yards. And so for me to create a standard is a bit kind of odd. I mean, I had to write down, for instance, in Access Sanctuary Chapels, I had to write down our we call it the Articles of Faith, where we stand, how we stand, how we look at things at a religious level. But that's the thing, it's about religion, it's not about personality, it's not about vernacular. And with the Universal Life Church and its main premise to do what is right, well, it's an independent and individualistic viewpoint of what you consider is right, not a collective. But again, it was a difference of opinion on this, and no side is right or no side is wrong on it. It's just they had a community standard that I wouldn't follow because it's not me. It's I do me. I'm about me and the people and the things around me. I start from the center. I work out my outer circles. So how I express myself might be a bit controversial, and then of course they ask me not to be there anymore, which is fine, and I give them credit because a lot of people who I've dealt with in the past, even now, will send me little warning letters or try to talk to me, and I'm sorry, you're not my mom, you're not my grandmom, you're not, you can't tell me how to act anymore, it's that kind of thing. And so if someone wants to say fuck it, and but a lot of people feel as though they like what I have to say when I say it without the profanity. But honestly, if the hang up is about how one expresses themselves, then you're not listening to the message. You're just worried about what bad words are being said. It's kind of like where I stand before with other people on Facebook, where they want to control what you say and what you do, not changing the channel. Like the FCC. We have freedom of speech, right? But if we do, there's no reason why the FCC should be censoring what we say. That's just how I look at it. And being that I'm a little worldly, meaning I literally lived out of this country, yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning you're watching porno on German TV, that kind of stuff. It's culturally different. And but when you have, again, an organization such as Universal Life Church, where to live a happy and prosperous life and to do what's right as the premise, I find it funny how a lot of them tried to do something that they were initially against, regulatory issues and what have you. So the language is the only hang-up. I don't have any issues with the administration of Universal Life Church Online on Facebook, except the fact that you cannot fully express yourself. So what can a person do? What can a person do? Well, you create a Universal Life Church Online Plus, meaning, basically is doing the same thing they're doing, but you're letting people express themselves accordingly. And that's fine. I'm sure there'll be parameters designed later on to do activity. Until there's activity, I can see something happening. But until then, for those who are members of the ULC who wish to go off and freely express yourself, and I'm not saying don't act like an asshat, I'm just saying to go off and you don't have to worry about being censored or being policed, by the thought police, if you would. Because, if you can't express yourself, then you're not sharing yourself. You're not showing your essence. You're not bringing forth who and what you're about. Because if you're truly a fucking moron, no one's going to pay attention to you anyway. And apparently, if I'm that bad of a person, I would not have that much of an influence on people, I think. But I have a pretty decent subscriber rate, and people do talk to me. So I guess if I was that bad, I wouldn't be around. And if you're that bad, you wouldn't be around either. So voice your opinion, make a statement, bring up articles of whatever belief system you're a part of, see how things of the ULC help you, benefit you, and and that kind of thing. And if you've ever been harassed or bullied by a particular member of the ULC, feel free to come and talk to me. Chances are I already built a website for and about them, because it's an exposure environment for that particular ULC member. Yeah, I'm one of those kind of people that likes to expose people for being idiots. So anyways, yes, I'm a forefront kind of person. Feel free. I will not sign people. Initially I signed up for the first 5 people because Facebook won't let me have a group without bringing in members. So I brought in my friend Kevin and Amy, which I told them blatantly, feel free to bail out any time. And I've had a couple of members actually invite themselves, ask to be invited in. So this is a video, kind of like a promo video for Universal Life Church Online Plus. It just gives you a little bit more freedom to express yourself. And if you're one of those very sensitive, thin-skinned pussies that don't know how to handle someone who has a vernacular like a longshoreman, this might not be a place for you. I have a couple of groups just like this where I explain it. It has nothing to be about rough and gruff or tough. It's just how people discuss things. And believe it or not, I don't change, not just for anyone. I'm like this when I'm at the Ritz-Carlton. I'm like this when I'm at the clubhouse. It's how I talk. And ironically enough, I find it, big irony was that I got better acceptance on how I talk at the Ritz-Carlton than I did at the clubhouse. You tell me that. So anyway, long story, but it was fun to share. But anyways, again, this is a quick promo, less than 10 minutes worth. So Universal Life Church Online Plus for those who truly seek freedom to express themselves. Thank you. Come back anytime. Bye for now.